Stock market research. In a nutshell, we tell people what to buy and sell in the market.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And how did you do in this last couple of years?
I've been rocking except the last couple of days.
Really?
Golly. I had a rough last couple of days, but I have really been doing incredible. I mean, I've had recommendations this year up almost 800%.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this has been my best year save these last 2 days. Unfortunately, in this business, you're only as good as your last 24 hours.
Yeah. This is not a Bernie Madoff deal, is it? Wait, this is not a deal where you're going to get a bunch of...
Well, the good thing is we don't hold people's money. We just tell them what to buy and sell.
Oh, okay. So you don't have a number you want me to give or anything, do you? Well, when you get everybody I talk to at the Fox Business Network, and I find you can ask them, but it's kind of interesting, and I've said before, you can ask all of the reporters or the people like Connell or like Sandra Smith or Dagan or anything. You can ask them all anything about business news, and they can talk to you about it. Because we had an experience where we worked over at MSNBC, and people are all nice, they're fine, but right. the people who were reading the teleprompters, they didn't know who the Secretary of State was, and they don't today, right? Because that's not their job. So my point is, I've asked all of them, when you get up in the morning, what's the first thing you look at to see where the world is economically?
I look at the futures. I see what the market did overseas and around the world and what the news is. I'm more or less a workaholic, and I went 10 years without a vacation. So I more or less eat, drink, and sleep the stock market and politics. Politics is a serious passion of mine as well. So that's the first thing I do.
And is it always an accurate barometer of what's going on?
Actually it's not. For the most part, the U.S. market has always been the straw that stirred the drink. But right now, unfortunately, China is the straw that's stirring the economic global drink, if you will. And it's something, I hated to admit it. I remember years ago, I used to do a show. Jim Rogers used to come on, and he used to talk about this all the time. China was going to rule the world. In fact, his daughter, she's got a Chinese nanny from day one. She speaks fluent Mandarin. And I used to resist that, I guess it was patriotic or ego, whatever. I just didn't want to admit it, but it's really looking more and more like that's the path we're going down, and it's unnerving.
So let me see if I understand this now. The first thing you do when you get up in the morning is look at the futures.
Right.
But they're not that accurate, you tell me. But why are you looking at them?
Well, no, but you still want to see what the world's doing.
I see.
I just
even know what's wrong. You want to know.
Well, our market was down yesterday about 1.5%, so a lot of the markets overseas are down 2%. But you still want to know what's going on around the world. And, I'm always looking for little nuances and, maybe something that might give me an advantage.
Well, I guess you were doing Wall Street stuff before you got on the media, right?
Right. I used to do CNBC a lot. And then when Neil Cavuto was there, when Neil came over here, I started coming to Fox. And, I got to tell you, at first I was like, Neil, what the heck were you thinking about? When Fox first started, the table was wobbly, the lighting was bad. Of course, it was a brilliant move on his part. And so I've been a contributor to Fox, I guess, for about 5 years or so.
Yeah. How's Neil to work for?
Huh?
How is Neil to work for?
Oh, Neil's wonderful. He really is. He's just absolutely tremendous.
He made a sexual advance to Charles.
How long did it take? 2 months?
19 till
I don't know if you should be upset or...
No, it's pretty cool.
Talking with Charles.